You are about to hear another episode of The Deerslayer, dramatized and directed by Charles Frederick Blinsley.
Deerslayer is a captive in the Iroquois camp. He is offered his freedom if he will join the Indian band. When he refuses, Riven Oak, the chief, says he must die. The party in the castle has set out in the ark and has been skirting the shore in the darkness, thinking they may get sight of the enemy camp and in some way affect Deerslayer's release. But they have had no luck. The present act opens the following morning aboard the ark, which is floating about a quarter of a mile from the castle. Hutter, Hurry Harry, the two Hutter girls, Chingachgook and his betrothed, Wattawa, are all quite depressed as they contemplate the fate of the young woodsman.
I think the Redskins have probably moved back in the woods during the night. We have only 3 rifles, and they'll not be enough against 50 or more of the varmints. We better go back to the castle and wait developments. Maybe they'll leave this place alone now.
Not so, Tom. The Riptons won't leave this shore as long as they know they have 6 scalps almost in their hands.
We must do something, Father. We can't abandon Deerslayer to torture and maybe death.
He shouldn't have been so careless as to let the Mingoes get their hands on him.
Shame on you, Harry March. You forget that those same Mingoes got their hands on you, Father. You'd still be their captives if Deerslayer hadn't furnished a ransom for you.
Father, I know what to do. Let me go alone to the shore. I will go to the camp and talk to the Indian chief. He will listen to me again. And when I tell him the Bible says you should love
Be quiet, Hetty. If you had more reason in your head, you'd know that is child's talk. No. We will go back to Muskrat Castle and wait for them to smoke us out. Deerslayer will have to fight his own battle now.
I think you're ungrateful. Maybe Het's right. Let us see.
What's the matter, Chingachgook? You've been playing with that spyglass for half an hour. You see a chipmunk in a tree or a squirrel running?
No good, go, Castle. Huron there.
The devil he is.
You're on there? Let me have the glass. Pretty trap we're about to pull down on our heads.
How could the Indians be at the castle, sister?
Hush.
I see no signs about the place except water and logs and bark.
You've had this glass wrong end foremost, Delaware. How can you see a trail in the water?
No trail. Water make no trail.
Chingachgook right. Stop boat. No go near. Huron there.
That's right, gal. Stick to the same tale, Sergeant. I hope you and your gal will agree in telling the same story at her marriage as well as you do now. See anything yet, Tom?
If the Hurons are there, I don't know where they be. The place is locked up just as we left it.
No see moccasin? Look. See moccasin.
Give me the glass, Hunter. Why, there is a moccasin floating against one of the piles. It may be a sign that the castle has had visitors in our absence.
I saw that, too. But moccasins are no rarities. I wear 'em myself, and so does Hetty. It's been caught on a piece of bark on one of the piles.
But it might have caught there accidentally.
How so?
But it might have fallen from the platform when we were at home. Or it may have drifted up the lake and accidentally lodged there.
Wa know what to do. Wa take canoe. Get moccasin. Bring back here. Wa know if belong to Iroquois.
A good idea, Tom. Let the gal have a canoe and fetch the thing.
No good, walk, go. Too much danger. Big soppin' go.
All right, Delaware, if you're so tender of your squaw. Anyway, it's but a piece of deerskin, not a scarecrow to frighten true hunters. In fact, I'm not afraid to go myself.
Red man go. Better eye than paleface. No Huron trick.
You're wrong, Arrington. A white man's eyes and ears are better than a redskin's any time. Now go ahead, Sergeant. Use your paddle and welcome.
Soppin' go. Bring moccasin. Wait.
Maybe Indian inside.
Impossible, Red Gal. How could the devils get in without breaking off the lock? Do you think they're spirits or something?
Indian full tricks. Maybe go through roof.
You're too suspicious. You give them Mingos too much credit.
If they are there, why wouldn't they try to harm Chingacook?
They wait. Think us go castle. Make all prisoners.
Here comes Chingacook. He'll soon know what the Delawares found. But I agree we'll hurry. Moccasin don't mean anything.
Anywhere the Delaware has shown he's no coward, it takes courage to paddle into a suspected ambush like that, and then return here with his back to the enemy.
Well, Serpent, what news from the muskrats? Did they show their teeth? Up with you and tell us what you discovered.
No light. Too still. So still. Sea, silence.
That's downright Indian. As if anything could make less noise than nothing. Heist the sail, Tom. Let's have breakfast under your own roof.
Where's the moccasin?
Here.
You run, Moccasin. You run at castle.
How do you know, War?
Porcupine Quill's on stunt. War no. You run, Moccasin.
Yes, you're right about that, gal. But it doesn't prove the enemy's at the castle now. May have fallen from the foot of one of the scouts that visited the place yesterday, when we met them about the exchange of them white elephants. Up with the sail, Harry, and we'll be there in a few minutes.
Judy, do you think Father is right? Do you think the Indians may be in the house?
Oh, I can't say, sister. We've been away all night looking for Deerslayer, and it's possible that some of them have come off on rafts and are now lying in ambush.
But how could they get in? Everything looks just as we left it.
Let's go into the cabin with Chingacook and War. If there is trouble, we'll be safer there.
Tell me, Judy, do you fear anything will happen to Deerslayer?
Naturally, Hetty. The Iroquois have lost one of their warriors at his hand, and they've had the Delaware stolen from them because of his aid, and they'll be very angry and vindictive.
Oh, don't you think I could be of help if I went to their camp? I went before, and they did not harm me.
Oh, they'll not harm you, I know. But what argument could you make that will change their angry hearts? Chingacook, do you know what we can do to free Deerslayer?
Tonight, Big Sop and go. Take Deerslayer when Mingo sleep.
But if they capture you too, who will protect your sweetheart? He's no afraid. Deerslayer his friend too. Delaware more tricky than Mingo. Big Sarkand find way.
Well, here we are at the castle. We'll soon know if we have visitors.
Ahoy there, Hurry. Take in the sail while I tie up. Aye. Here you are, Serpent. Take this line, and when Hurry and me get off, tie up the ark to the platform and all of you come aboard.
Chingacook, don't tie up as Father says. Just throw the rope over the head of that pile and let the ark drift around to the side of the castle. If the enemy is here, we'll be out of the line of their fire, and they'll not be able to get aboard us either.
Come aboard, Tom. There's not a sign of the redskins. The place is locked as tight as we left it. Haste yourself up.
Looks safe and sounds all right.
Sure. The Delaware brags of being able to see silence. Let him come up here and feel it in the bargain.
Any
Give me the
silence
keys.
where you are, Hurry, ought to be both seen and felt.
Come on in, Tom. Your tenement is safe and sound and as empty as a hollow walnut. Open those windows and let in some fresh air and tell the others.
It's an ambush, Chingacook. Quick! Push the rope and shove off. Take the sweep and pull as hard as you can.
Hop and go help Tailface.
No, you mustn't. You've got to protect us now. Quick, do as I say.
Judy, don't leave them alone. Can't we help in some way?
No, of course not. Our only chance is to shove off and pray that Father and Hurry can fight their way out.
How can they get off?
There's a canoe there. They can get to it.
Oh, but the Indians have rifles.
I know. That's the reason we can't stay by.
Oh, look. They're fighting on the platform now. Oh, Judy, I know Hurry will beat them. He must. He's like a giant.
But there are 6 of them.
He's throwing them in the water. Look, there's the second one.
Come on, Tom. The rascals are taking the lead, and I'll soon have them all swimming. Ain't that the varmint? Come on, you painted devils. See if Hurry isn't a match for us.
I told you, Judy. I told you. They can't take him. He's too strong for all of them. There are only 2 left now. Oh, where's Father?
He's fighting inside, or else they've captured him.
Harry's choking both of them at once. Oh, it's awful, Judy, but the one he threw in the water is climbing up the stockade. He doesn't see him. What is that in his hand?
It's a rope of bark.
Oh,
Oh, it'll all be over now, sister, unless Father can get away. Harry will be tied up helpless as a log.
Why have they all rushed inside the castle?
To join in the fight against Father. Chinglecook, listen. We're only 50 yards away. Force the ark back toward the platform. I have a plan. Quick, just as fast as you can.
What are you going to do?
We'll rescue Harry if we're quick about it. The Indians will go busy inside. They're paying no attention to us.
But we can't land.
No, wait. Harry, listen. As we drift in close, roll over the edge and fall into the water. I'll throw you a rope, and Chinglecook will pull you off until we can get you aboard.
All right, Judith. We'll have to be fast about it. Ready?
Judy, he'll drown. His hands and feet are tied.
No. You're too much of a fish for that. If he gets the rope in his hand, he can swim underwater until we pull him free of the Iroquois rifle.
He's caught it.
Oh, now, Chinglecook, as fast as you can.
Judy, the Indians have discovered what we've done.
Keep inside the cabin. They'll not touch Harry if we can keep him underwater. Hurry, Chinglecook. They'll have to reload now. Hold up, Serpent. Give me help with this rope. Pull Harry up past the end of the scow. We'll be out of danger then, and we can get him on board with us. Harry, keep a lookout on the other side and tell us if the Indians take to the water.
All safe, Judith. You're a smart girl.
Now take the sweeps again, Chinglecook, until Harry gets his breath, and get as far away as you can.
But Judy, Father, don't leave Father.
I don't like to tell you, gals, but we can't help him now.
Oh.
The Mingos have taken another scalp.
Oh, it's hard news. But it's more time for grief now. Harry March, there's but one possible chance for our escape.
What's that?
We'll get to ashore tonight. You'll find your way to the garrison on Lake Mohawk, and you'll bring the soldiers as fast as you can get them word.
You are about to hear another episode of The Deerslayer, dramatized and directed by Charles Frederick Lindsley.
While Hutter and his family were in the ark, skirting the shore of the lake looking for Deerslayer, who is a prisoner in the enemy camp, the Iroquois entered Muskrat Castle and laid an ambush for the returning family. A desperate fight was waged, in which Hutter lost his life, but Harry March escaped by rolling off the platform into the water, where he was rescued by Chinglecook and the girls who had remained aboard the ark. The situation is a critical one, and Judith tells March that there's but one way of escape for them. He must take to the woods and try to bring the soldiers from the garrison to their assistance. In the meantime, Deerslayer had managed to escape from his captors. After a long chase through the woods, he reached the lake and pushed off in a canoe from which the paddle had been removed. He tried to drift away from the shore, but the wind was against him, and he suddenly found himself again in the clutches of his pursuers.
Come, My young friend him sail about until him tired. Him forget how must use legs.
You've the best of it, Huron. I'm your prisoner again. But it's a good thing your brave took the paddle out of this canoe, or you'd never seen me again.
My young friend him moose. Legs much long. Give my young men lot trouble. Now him try be fish.
Why didn't you shoot me?
Fish take in nets, not killed by bullets. When him turn moose, Huron shoot.
Well, I'm your captive again. Work your will on me.
Has my brother seen enough to make him change mind and hear reason?
Speak out, Huron. Something is in your thoughts, and the sooner it's said, the sooner you'll get my answer.
Good. Paleface eyes not shut now. My brother him have killed 2 Huron braves. One husband, other him brother of squaw Sumac. Sumac now all alone. No one to hunt for her, fill lodge with venison. You great hunter, you make Sumac your squaw, live with Huron.
I have heard of men saving their lives in this way, but I'm white, and it goes against my nature. No, Chief, I prefer death to such captivity.
Paleface, think of this while my people make counsel. Tomahawks and big fire make Paleface brother talk. We go. Name of Deerslayer will be called.
God's will be done on earth as in heaven. I did hope my days would not number so soon, but it matters little after all. A few more winters and a few more summers, and 'twould have been over. The young and active seldom think death possible till it grins in their faces and tells them the hour is come.
Deerslayer. Deerslayer.
Hetty, what are you doing here? Are you a prisoner, too?
I'm no prisoner, Deerslayer, but a free girl. The Indians will not hurt me.
But they're all around us here in the woods. Even the women and children are on the lookout.
I came here alone, as I've often done, and I'm not afraid. Oh, Deerslayer, do you know what has happened at the castle?
No. Is everyone safe? Is Hunter...
Father is dead.
Dead?
The Hurons managed to get inside the castle by cutting a hole in the roof.
But the rest of you?
When the fight began, we pushed away on the ark.
And Hurry?
Hurry's gone ashore. He's on his way to the garrison to bring the soldiers.
Ah, it's a long chance, gal. It may be a week before he can bring help. You must go back to the ark and tell Chingachgook to take the trail when it's dark and strike for the Delaware camp.
Shh! Here comes the chief.
The council has had their talk, I guess, and they're ready for the sacrifice. As soon as you can, slip away and deliver my message.
Killer of the deer, my people make decision.
So it looks.
Tomahawk sharp, fire soon ready.
Oh, you must not hurt Deerslayer. God will be angry.
Paleface him kill 2 Huron. God already angry.
Let me show you what the Bible says. Love your enemy.
No time to hear.
It's no use, Hetty. My hour has come, and what must be must. If you're bent on torture, Mingo, I'll do my endeavors to bear up against it.
No, Huron will see a pale-faced Delaware woman dressed in skin of Yankee.
Have your say, Chief. But talking can't make knives sharper or fire hotter. I'm ready. Tie me up.
Eh? When Deerslayer and feel that the knives of the warriors, him will change mind and live with Huron.
I'm already given my answer to that, and I'll not change my mind. But isn't this tree too small? Can your braves hit a sapling like this?
Paleface will see.
Already, Mingos. Throw away your tomahawk to forget it, Harlan. That's no good, Big Moose. Give your brother a chance now. Come on, Catamount. Stop your loping about like a fawn. Them silly antics. Oh, that's closer, but you only clipped my hair that time. See if you can't touch the scalp now. Maybe your squaws are handier with them hatchets. Come up closer. Take more time. Get a better aim. It's your turn, Bowden boy. Don't miss, or the Huron gals will laugh in your face. Very close, Redskin, very close. It'll take a long time to shave my head that way. I'll hold still this time and give you a chance. Send out your best marksman, Rivenoak, or the sun will fall before you get to the end of this.
Oh, killer of the deer, him brave. He know Delaware squaw. Maybe he changed mind, stay with Huron. Be great hunter, chief, maybe.
Go on with your deviltry. I have no desire to betray my white native by trifling with your flattery.
My warriors now try rifles.
Let 'em begin. A rifle is more merciful than a stone hatchet, and maybe they'll have better aim with white man's weapons. But come closer, Mingos. You'll never hit it 50 paces. Now you may call this shooting, Mingos, but I've known Dutch gals on the Mohawk that could outdo you. Undo these arms of mine. Put a rifle in my hands, and I'll pin the thinnest warlock in your party to any tree you can show me at 100 yards or 200.
Oh, stop. Don't torture Deerslayer. He's not your enemy. Deerslayer is Judy.
Judith, why are you here?
Which is the chief, Deerslayer? I have an important message for him.
Rivenoak, Chief. Rivenoak him speak English. Let Flower of Woods speak.
Look at me, Huron. You can see I'm no common woman.
My daughter handsome as wild rose.
Listen, the English have young men as well as the Hurons.
Yengeese plenty as leaves on trees.
Yes. Suppose I brought a party with me. There would have been a great fight, and the trail of the Iroquois would have been marked with blood.
Much blood already on trail. All Huron blood.
No doubt. And more Huron blood would have been spilt if I had come with palefaces. Rivenoak loves little animals made of ivory. I have brought some with me. Take them and start for your village. Leave Deerslayer with me. And see, he has a two-barreled rifle.
Let daughter keep two-tailed dog. Can eat when venison is scarce. Deerslayer cannot quit the young men now.
It'll not do, Judith. You thought that fine dress would make him think you were queen. But Rivenoak is an uncommon man. You should have stayed in the ark.
Anything to gain time, Deerslayer. Your friends are not idle.
Stand back, Judith, and wait. The devils are going to try fire now.
Killer of the deer has been brave. No afraid of knives or tomahawks. Huron now see if he like to taste fire.
I've never been tested this way before, Chief. But you'll find me ready for your punishment.
Oh, why do you torment Deerslayer? He's your friend. When Father and Harry came after your scalps, he refused to be one of the party. He stayed in the canoe by himself.
My daughter, welcome to speak. Huron glad to hear a voice. Great Spirit often speak with such tongue. This time her eyes not wide open. Two of Huron warriors fall by blows of paleface. Go sit by Sumac. Now, young paleface brother, Rivenoak see if you kill with stout heart, or by treachery like a leaping panther. Soon the fire be up to mouth.
This is my end, Mingo. But you'll see what a white man can do when called on to stand at the stake.
Now, my brother boast.
No. I may be unfortunate in your prisoner, but I'm no boaster.
Stop! You shall not kill him this way.
Oh, stop! Seize this pale-faced girl. Tie her to tree.
Listen, Rivenoak, listen. What do you hear?
Huh?
It's the soldiers. I warned you. Now it's too late. Quick, Deerslayer. While I cut these ropes. They've come in time.
It was not a minute too soon, Judith. I didn't hope for such a miracle. How could the soldiers get here so soon?
Harry must have met them on the way to the garrison.
Where's Chingacook and Hist?
Teddy and I left them on the ark. He'll probably join us as soon as he hears these rifles.
Who's this, Judith?
It's Captain Wally from the fort.
Well, it looks like we arrived in the nick of time, Judith. Is this the young man your messenger told us about?
This is Deerslayer, Captain Wally. And you did arrive in time. The Mingos had hardly lighted the fire. Did Harry come back with you?
He's in Canada by this time. He seemed in a hurry to get as far away as he could.
Yes, Harry is well named.
I suppose you'll all return to the garrison with us?
I came to this lake with a Delaware friend to rendezvous his sweetheart. And now that this affair with the Mingos is over, I shall return with him to his village.
I know it's no use to argue with you, Deerslayer. You love the woods and the life of the wilderness. You would not be happy in the towns of the whites.
That's right, Judith. More than that, this war with the Iroquois is just beginning. There'll be need of my services for many months, and maybe years to come.
But when this bloody business is all over, maybe you will return to this spot.
I know no place more beautiful than Glimmerglass. But I cannot foresee the time when I can settle to the peace and quiet of such a retreat. No, Judith, my years are young. The frontier with all its peril is my home. You will go to the garrison for the time. I shall go with Chingacook and his betrothed.
But it may not be long before we meet again. I thank you, friend, from the depth of my heart for all your kindness and your courage.
Where is the ark?
I'm sure it's at hand. You'll go with us to the castle until our plans can be made.
Yes. But tomorrow's sun will see Chingacook on his way home.
And you?
I shall go too, Judith. But it will not be long till I will be at the garrisons to act as guide for some party through these dangerous woods. And we may meet again.
What's that?
It's Chingacook calling from the ark. Come, let us go.